Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Behrenfeld. I am a prevention specialist at ADAC, the Alcohol and Drug Abuse Council of Delaware County. Today we're going to be talking about 10 ways to develop resilience. And I hope this topic is very beneficial for you because right now we're going through a very hard time and a lot of challenges through life due to the COVID epidemic. So I've been doing a lot of research on how I can help you and professionals and teachers and students, anyone I can, to help learn to develop resilience even stronger. So before we talk about the 10 ways to develop resilience, we need to discuss what is resilience. So psychology today describes it as resilience is that ineffable quality that allows some people to be knocked down by life and come back stronger than ever. Rather than letting failure overcome them and drain their resolve, they find a way to rise from the ashes. A definition, but I thought I'd give you the whole picture of what resilience is. But pretty much in a nutshell, resilience can be defined as the ability and tendency to bounce back. So it's the ability to cope with whatever what life throws at you. Some people are knocked down by challenges, but they return as a stronger person than ever before. So resilience is a great skill to learn, especially right now, because we are going through a huge challenge with the COVID-19, and we're getting knocked down. And some of us kind of forgot, oh, I need to become more resilient again. So this is a great reminder, hopefully for you, to learn to build out that skill again and learn 10 different ways to help develop resilience in a much stronger way so you can cope better during this life's challenge. So these are all the 10 ways to develop resilience that I found from Positive Psychology. We're going to go through all of them one by one, but I highly recommend that you take your phone out or you can take a screenshot of this picture. That way you have the whole big picture of what the 10 ways are. So I'll give you a minute to get your phone out, or you can write them down, but there's no reason to. It's easier to take a picture. So go ahead and take a picture of this so it's there for you. All right, so the first way to develop resilience is, first of all, you want to make connections and build your social support network. So because we're going through such a hard time and we're struggling, we need to find out who is our support network. So the first question I want you to ask yourself and think about is, who is your support system? Who can you go to when you're feeling so overwhelmed and you're stressed, or you need to cry, or you're feeling angry? I want you to think of at least 3 people that you can go to for support. Your pets don't count, by the way. My students always say, oh, I talked to my dog. You need someone that can give you feedback. So just want to throw that out there too. And second question I want to ask you is, who and where can you go to support at work? So I know some of you might be working from home, or you're doing virtual learning and Zoom meetings at home. But if you were at work, and you are at work right now, who is someone you can go to when you need that support, or you're just feeling overwhelmed? Or where can you go to for support at work? I know some people might have a human resources office or person to go to. Some people might have actual counselors in their office, depending on what professional field you're in. But it's really important to go to, or a place you can go to, whether that's you just need to go for a walk, or you need to go to this quick cafe. It's where you guys understand and know where your support is when you are feeling those negative emotions. All right. So second way to develop resilience is you want to avoid the tendency to view crisis as an insurmountable challenge. So I don't know if you've ever heard of the saying, making a mountain out of a molehill. Basically what that means is you're taking a minor issue or a problem and taking it and turning it into a much bigger problem than what it really is. So basically you're exaggerating the problem. And I found this cute little picture on the right, and it says, "Why did the molehill break up with the mountain? While she was down to earth, he had his head in the clouds." So can anyone think of a time you were making a mountain out of a molehill? And I'm going to let you think about yours first, and then I'll share mine that I just experienced a couple months ago. So I definitely have had this making a mountain out of a molehill scenarios all the time. But my most recent one was I just bought a house about 2 months ago, and I was starting to get really overwhelmed and stressed because I'm like, oh, I need to repaint this room and this room and this room, and I need to rip up this carpet, and we need to hang out this shower curtain. Oh my gosh, we don't have a light on the back porch. And what I was doing is I was looking at the big picture of everything wrong and things that need to get done in the house, instead of looking at it at a smaller lens. So my fiance and my mom eventually sat me down and they said, Ash, it's a brand new house. You cannot fix and get everything done right now. You need to just look at room by room on what we need to fix, and then we'll slowly go throughout the house. For some reason, I'm like, wow, I never thought of it that way, because I was turning this problem into a bigger problem than what it really needed to be. I was really exaggerating, getting stressed and overwhelmed for no reason. I just needed to look at the small molehill and not the big mountain, and take it slowly up that mountain to reach that goal and face that challenge. So that's my example of facing and making a mountain out of a molehill. Is you just got to really start out small and don't look at the big picture, and take baby steps towards that challenge. 3, accept that change is a natural and avoidable part of life. So we all have experienced a huge dramatic change in our lives, and unfortunately, it's not going away. Living the way we live right now with COVID and the new lifestyle we have, it's not going away anytime soon. And it's important that we learn that change is a natural part of life. So I found this that pretty much sums up what change is and what we need to do with change to help us continue to develop and build resilience. So like I said, change is a natural part of life. It is a sign of life. It is life. Life is change. Change is life. We need to accept it, embrace it, surrender, and live. So COVID, it's a change, and change is life, and we need to accept it. The quicker you accept it and your mind accepts it, it will be easier to move on and bounce back and develop that resilient skills. Once you accept it, embrace it. Embrace what life is right now. Look for the good things in life. Look that you are here and you still can do positive things in your life. And then you want to surrender. Surrender, oh my gosh, this is my life right now in COVID, and that's okay. And it's not going away right now. And you need to just live your life. You got to keep building that resilience and bouncing back and growing and learning how to handle those emotions in healthy ways, and keep pushing through and have that support and accept changes here. 4, move towards your realistic goals. So realistic goals, we've all heard of them before, but when we really think of realistic goals, we want to make sure they're meaningful. So making sure that they really mean something to you, or else you're not going to have that motivation to strive towards them. Also, you want to make sure your goals are in a timely manner. So for an example, I wanted to lose some weight, and I'm like, I'm going to lose 5 pounds in a week. That's my goal. And I realized, you know what, that is not a realistic goal, Ash. Like, that is not that's not a time frame that's manageable. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, yes. Also, expectations of realistic goals. Maybe your expectations might be a little high or they're too low. So finding, okay, do I need to push myself more to meet this realistic goal? Or, you know what, because I'm in a rare state and vulnerable right now because of COVID, and I'm just not myself today or something, maybe you have to lower those expectations to reach that goal. So it's really considering what is realistic to you. 5, so take decisive action that will help you face your challenges. So I watch Mel Gibbons, who is a TV host star. She also wrote a book called The 5-Second Rule. And this was a great tool for me because I was having a hard time facing my challenges and kept stalling and trying to avoid it. So what the 5-second rule is it's the moment you have an impulse to act on a goal, you must push yourself to act within 5 seconds, or your brain will actually kill the idea. Mel Gibbons states is, sorry, not Mel Gibbons, Mel Robbins, I'm sorry. Mel Robbins states, tell yourself 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and act on that goal. So for me, this is a challenge right now, me talking to you through Zoom, recording myself, because I'm an extroverted person. I like teaching kids. Before I come and record myself, now I say, okay, I give myself a little pep talk. My coworkers are like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I'm getting myself ready, man. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And I'm facing the challenge, and I'm trying to reach this goal of I need to make a video. So I challenge you to try and apply this 5-second rule to you. Ask yourself, what do you do, or what do you do to motivate yourself to take action? Maybe this will help you. Maybe you need to go for a walk. Maybe you need to put on some music and play Eye of the Tiger, bump, 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 whatever gets you motivated to face your challenge. Go out and get it, because it's not going away. And once you step into that fear and you challenge your fear, it goes away. And that's how you develop resilience. You bounce back faster and you get through that challenge. 6, look for opportunities that promote self-discovery. So this could be trying new hobby for the first time. Mine, for my self-discovery, is I started listening to podcasts. Likes to be, like I said, I like teaching and I'm interactive and I'm kind of a hyper person. So sitting down and listening to a Zoom meeting and podcast, that was really difficult for me. I couldn't concentrate, and I would zone out, and I'm like, okay, this is not working for me. I'm getting antsy, and so what I would do is, especially when I was working from home, I'd go for like a 2-hour walk and just listen to a bunch of different podcasts. And sometimes I would just zoom in if I didn't have to be live or I wasn't interacting with another Zoom meeting. It was just a training, because I was able to think and focus. So that was a great self-discovery, like, hey, I can learn while walking, and it makes me feel better and not as overwhelmed. And now I can fill my brain with information because I'm not stressed out and overwhelmed. I'm releasing that at the same time. So it's trying to find something about yourself and strengthening that. So what will make you successful? 7, so nurture a positive view of yourself and your abilities. This is a great way to develop resilience as well, because we just don't give ourselves enough credit. And we have a hard time as human beings, saying really positive things about ourselves. So what I would like you to do is I challenge you right now. I would like you to identify 3 things on the right-hand picture by saying I am, and one of those 3 positive characteristic traits of you. So what are you? So for an example, I am resilient. I am worthy. I am strong. Those are what I see in myself right now. So take a minute, say it out loud to yourself because it makes you believe it more. And these are called positive affirmations. So they're a simple statement saying I am. They're always in a present tense. And try and do this every day, saying I am 3 things. And repeat it to yourself a couple times, because when you tell your mind and your body, your mind starts to develop positive brain patterns. And that will help develop resilience even more in handling the hardships in life. And I love this little picture to my left is we need to all just take a moment to appreciate how amazing we are. You are. Yes, you are amazing. And you need to embrace that and tell yourself that too. So the 8th way to develop resilience is we need to keep things in perspective and in context. So we can't always control how we feel, but we can always choose how we act. So we need to focus more on what we can control. So right now, we can't control the new COVID laws. We can't control when it's going to happen, when things are going to go back to normal, but you can control your happiness, your resilience, your coping mechanisms, and how you choose to handle those. So yeah, we might not control that we're feeling so overwhelmed and stressed and we have a mental breakdown. But when you're feeling that, you can choose how to act. And that's what resilience is all about. It's learning to find different ways to bounce back and acting upon that and becoming even stronger when you're in those vulnerable state of mind and those vulnerable feelings. 9, you want to maintain a hopeful outlook on life. And so keeping that positivity, optimism, looking for a meaning in the most challenging moments. So really trying to focus on, okay, what's something meaningful? What's my purpose in this challenging moment? So for an example, mine right now is I'm hoping something clicks for you guys. I hope one of these strategies will help you become more resilient and help you build amazing coping skills and make you feel better. Also, you might need to shift your expectations. So maintaining a hopeful outlook on life might not look like what it was, and we have to shift our expectations. And also treat each day like a precious gift. I know life is so hard and it's really tough right now, and I can't imagine what everyone is going through, and it's normal. We're all here together going through it, but it's really trying at the moment and trying to find something good every day and treating it each day as life as a gift, because we're here, you're here, and there is still positive things out there, whether it's your kids, it's your animals, it's going for a hike, it's I get to play a piano. So, or you know what, I get to go see my family for Thanksgiving, or anything. It's just maintaining a hopeful outlook on life. And lastly, to help develop resilience is you need to take care of yourself. And this one on the right is one of my favorites because you need to take care of yourself. So taking care of yourself is part of taking care of your kids. So if you aren't taking care of you, you're not going to be able to take care of others. You have to come first. So your feelings are valid. Whatever you're feeling, they're valid. And you are not alone. Everyone, and you need to take care of yourself. You are allowed to enforce your boundaries. You might have to set up some boundaries because your emotions, your state of mind, and that's resilience as well. You do not need anyone else's approval. You are capable of amazing things, and you are enough. So I just wanted to leave you guys with some resilience exercises. And one of the podcasts that I listen to a lot, where I got this exercise from, is called Road to Resilience. It is an amazing podcast, and I highly encourage all of you to listen to them. There's so many episodes. So this episode is called The 3 Good Things. And basically what it is it's an exercise where for 5 days, you write down 3 good things that happened to you that day, but to take it a step further, the reason why these good things happened to you. So I have a picture up right there, and you don't have to participate right now, but I highly appreciate it. I want you, if you have a piece of paper, if not, just think about it. I want you to write 3 good things that happened to you yesterday and why. So when we're experiencing a bad day or things are just not going our way, always come back to this exercise and think, I'm having a bad day. I can't believe this happened. Think about, okay, well, what are 3 good things that did happen to me though? And that is a great, strong way to build that resilience, is turning your mindset and facing those challenges and realizing, okay, I went through all these challenges today, but here are the 3 good things that happened to me today, and I'm going to bounce back and be even stronger tomorrow. Another exercise you can do to help develop resilience it's called the VIA character strengths. And I took this summer, and I found out my top 5 strengths, which was really cool. All my coworkers and I did it, and it was really great to figure out, hey, this is what I'm really good at, and I'm going to embrace that. So what it is, it's a 20-minute quiz, and the challenge is for 1 week, you use your top strength in a new, different way. So pretty much is what it means is, let's say, so my top strength is honesty. So what I did for 5 days is, well, 1 week, 7 days, but I did 5 days. How can I apply this strength differently every day? So I would make sure I was trying to use and practicing using and applying honesty differently every day. And it actually made me even stronger and it helped develop my resilience when I was really going through a hard time and challenging myself. So this is a great quiz to find out what your strengths are. The website's right there. You're more than happy to take a screenshot of it right now too, if you would like. I'll leave it up there for just a couple seconds. But yeah, it's called the VIA Institute on Character, and it's a great quiz, and it's great finding out what you're good at. And lastly, savoring. So savoring is, what that means is deepening and prolonging positive experiences. And you can savor in 3 different ways. You can savor in the past, present, or future. But savoring is like I said, prolonging those positive experiences. If it's in the past, that could be looking through old photos or talking about old memories. For present, it could be hiking outside in the beautiful nature and all these great Catskill trails that we have, or, you know, going out to dinner and having that amazing dessert at the end of dinner, and you're just savoring it and appreciating the moment. And in future, it could be setting goals that excite you. It could be visiting family or going on a vacation soon. Maybe not too soon, but there are some places. But savoring is a great way to help build and develop resilience. So if you have any questions about the presentation, please let me know. What I would like you to do, or I really would appreciate it, is if you could answer these 3 questions. And the first question is, will you share what you learned? Yes or no? Who will you share with? And what will you share? So if you could answer these 3 questions. I accidentally forgot to put my email on here. So this is my email. It's A as in apple, B, E, H, R, E, N, F, E, L, D at S, T, N, Y dot T, W, C, B, C.com. The best thing about this recording is you can rewind this as many times as you can to get my email. But we would really appreciate, ADAC would really appreciate if you filled out all 3 of these questions and emailed them to me, because this will help us grow and continue our work. This is our contact information. If you have any questions or want any more presentations, our website is adaconline.org, or we do have a Facebook, ADAC of Delaware County. Thank you guys so much, and I hope this is very helpful for you.